Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over the Ben Askren vs Jake Paul fight. In terms of the actual fight, there's probably not much to go over, seeing as it lasts about a minute and a half. But I'm just going to be going over the whole event, the undercards, any controversy, was it rigged, was it not? I'll be going over all of that and give my analysis on it. If you do enjoy this video, please leave a like and leave a comment down below if you want to see anything else on the channel, and subscribe as well. Starting off first of all with the event, the whole event was just, I thought it was shocking. Honestly, it was so bad. That's not something I paid £17 to see. Like, yes, we only watched Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. That's the money fight. That's what we're paying to watch. But you want a good event. I think the whole commentary, the whole singing. We turned on the event at about 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock. And we watched maybe an hour and a half of just singing, no boxing whatsoever. There was no interviews. We watched this slap contest. We saw Ric Flair, Pete Davidson giving these awful interviews. I just thought it was so bad. The way it was run, the way it looked. It looked like it was just, they put this really tiny ring in the middle of the circus, like something you'd see in WWE. There was no crowd, obviously due to COVID, but there was all the big black bars. It was just this big fence and thing. Was awful. The only good thing about the singing was Justin Bieber's performance, which I thought was really good. I thought Justin Bieber was spot on there, and Snoop Dogg's commentary was really good. But apart from that, the whole commentary section as well, it just sounded like a load of dads at a barbecue. I didn't know who any of them were. I didn't know what they were talking about. It was just awful. They were sitting, Oscar De La Hoya was sitting talking about Steve Cunningham, like, oh, he's got no chin, that's why he's got 9 losses. I was just kind of thinking, like, yes, Oscar De La Hoya, in terms of boxing, he's highly respected of his career, and yes, he's making his comeback next month, which you got to respect, but his commentary is awful. I think he maybe said, if you were taking a shot every time he said baby, you'd be out within 10 minutes. It was absolutely shocking. So in terms of the event, I thought it was really bad. You look at other events, like what Triller put on for the Tyson Jones cause was really good. It looked really clean, it looked really crisp. The way they had no crowd was brilliant, and the whole event was class. But compared to this one, this event gets maybe a 1 out of 10. It was shocking. Moving from one disappointing thing to another, the fight was... to be fair, we've got to give respect. I don't like Jake Paul one bit. You've got to put your hands up and you've got to respect him. He went in, he hit him with a quality right hand, and he was out. He clearly has power. Although I am so disappointed with Ben Askren. What was he doing? Honestly, I looked at him at the weigh-in and I was like, he doesn't care. And I was laughing kind of the whole time, being like, oh, he doesn't care. I think this is the perfect time. He's only in for the paycheck. And then when you kind of get in the ring, I kind of expect him to go in and make it a fight. Like, if he didn't care, he would have gone in and just tried rough him up. He went in there and just did that. Yes, it was over in 100 seconds, but it was just shocking. He came in, I think, 20 pounds heavier than his last fight. Yes, he has to move up weight divisions from welterweight in UFC to cruiserweight in boxing. It takes some amount of weight. But he came in with this big belly. He just lazy. All his interviews were like, oh, well, I don't really care for one. It's like, yeah, if he's a really good boxer, I'm going to get beat. Like, he had the opportunity to go in and shock the world. He had the opportunity to go in and silence Jake Paul forever. And this all had been done. He would have been a legend of the sport. Everyone would have loved him. He was the fan favourite. No, everyone was watching that fight wanting Jake Paul to lose. Did I think Ben Askren would do it? No. I never thought Ben Askren was going to win. And my prediction was, I think, the 7th round TKO or 6th round TKO to Jake Paul. I thought he was going to stop him, but I didn't think he'd do it as early as that. I thought Ben would have had some sort of chin. Was the fight stopped prematurely? Yes, it would. It would. I know the referee, if it was a celebrity fight, I could have understood the referee stopping it so early. But Ben Askren, he's been in 21 fights in his career. Like, he has been hit. He can get up. You've got to give him another chance. Yes, he was wobbling, but I just think the fight was stopped so prematurely. Was it rigged? I don't think so. I don't think you can rig boxing. It's just one of them things. People are saying, like, oh, Jake Paul paid him a load of money to get hit in the face and not get up. But I don't think that's good enough. You just can't rig things like this. And I think Jake Paul has too much respect for himself to rig something like that. And Ben Askren obviously doesn't like him, so he would have come out and said afterwards that it was rigged. But yeah, the whole fight in general, I was so disappointed. I was really angry at Ben. It was over in 100 seconds. I was waited up to 5:30 in the morning for that. So yeah, in terms of the boxing, very disappointed. In terms of what Jake Paul has to go on and do now, it's very different. Can he fight KSI? I hope not. I think Jake Paul is now maybe levels above KSI. Yes, KSI is back in training. I think he's training with Shane McGuigan, who is a brilliant coach, trained multiple world champions, Carl Frampton, David Hay, just to name a few. So he is in a good training camp, but Vidal said KSI has to have at least 1 or 2 fights before he fights Jake. And at that point, is Jake just gone and clear? He's 3-0 now. He's on an upward spiral. He is getting loads of attention. Who does he fight next? I'd love him to fight McGregor, just because I think McGregor will give him a really good test. But I don't know. I'd love to see him fight Tommy Fury as well. I think that'd be a really good fight. I think Tommy Fury would beat him. Would he knock him out? No, I don't think so. I think if he was to fight him, it'd probably go to points. Jake Paul does carry some scary power though, and it shows. So I don't know what's next for Jake Paul. Is it Nate Diaz? I don't know. I saw he was tweeting Nate Diaz, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, what do you think? Leave it down below. If you have enjoyed this video, let me know as well. If you'd like me to see and do more boxing content, I will get round to it as well. My next video will be on the Euro Super League on football. I know some of you were down below in the comments want me to do the football vid, so they will be back with the Euro Super League. We know it's an absolute disgrace. I'll get round to that in another video as well. So if you have enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe. Cheers.